cars are being towed away without giving a proper notice to the car owners, trampling upon citizens' rights. These cars are not just being impounded from public spaces but also from gated communities. What's worse is the stench of corruption that surrounds this entire drive. My colleague Ela spoke to some people who bore the brunt of this drive. Let's have a look.
We are actually victims of this, scrap mafia work which is going on in Delhi in the name of NGT order and Supreme Court order. It's a clear case of extortion whereby they are even picking the vehicles where the RC, the registration certificate fitness is valid. For next 5 years, my vehicle had that kind of registration, valid registration for 5 years. It was picked up. They are even entering the gated society, private land, and forcefully they are taking away the vehicle with a valid RC. It has happened in our society. More than 18 to 20 vehicles have been taken in a single day, and they didn't listen. They didn't allow us to take away our belongings. They didn't consider the valid RC. They didn't consider the argument that it's a private land, it's a gated society, and it's a clear misuse of the NGT and Supreme Court order.
Can you tell me about the role of Pine View, how they have extorted the people, and what has the government or any other authorities done for it?
Ma'am, it's a, this Pine View is one of the scrapping agency. It's actually a scrapping mafia. And they are completely hand in glove with the MCD officials. I had seen it because after my vehicle was illegally taken away, I had approached Municipal Corporation of Delhi, South Shahadara Zone. I have met the Assistant Commissioner there, Deputy Commissioner there. I have given it in writing that this has happened with me. I had valid RC. The vehicle was parked. It was not moving on the road anywhere. But still, it was completely no attention was given to us, and my plea was not, heard. My written complaint of my co-residents, nothing mattered to them. They simply said, no, they can take away the vehicle.
Did you get the vehicle back, or did you get the did you get the money?
Ma'am, in my case, I had the valid RC. So I insisted that I want my vehicle back in the same condition. So after doing 5-6 visits to Assistant Commissioner South Shahadara office, the Assistant Commissioner told me to contact the Pine View, and he even indicated that whatever terms and conditions, whatever indications that Pine View is giving, you will have to follow that. Then they may release your vehicle. It is completely up to them. I was left completely at mercy of Pine View Mafia. I went to their office. Pine View simply told us that yes, we have got some message for your vehicle. We can release the vehicle, but you have to pay 15,000 rupees in cash, for which we will not give any receipt. And this is simply our margin and the money that we pay to MCD and some kind of taxes that we do. I said, then you give the receipt. In case you are paying the taxes, then you give me the receipt. They refused to give the receipt. They said, if you want your vehicle back, in whichever condition it is available, you have to pay. I have a witness who had gone with me. I have a witness in front of whom, they asked this money. I have everything. I have also recorded a small video, which I can show you, of making payment of 15,000 rupees in cash. From my vehicle, when they released the vehicle after taking payment of 15,000, I noticed that my vehicle was damaged, and they have also stolen the vehicle front glass, entire fuel from the vehicle, and the front bonnet, side glass, everything was damaged.
On 27 February, when I was arguing the matter in the Supreme Court, these gundas came home. It was parked just in front of my house, and my wife was there in the house. They came, they gave some receipt saying that this car has to be lifted. She repeatedly called me. I said, no, I can't come because I am arguing a matter. It's a very serious matter. I'm arguing with the court. But despite, she asked them to wait for some time because there are his files and everything is there in the car, which he will be using it for the next cases. Please don't take the car till he comes. But they did not oblige. Immediately they took the car and they picked it.
And there were files inside.
And there were files, all my current files, which I supposed to argue next final argument. All my files were dumped in that car.
We are actually victims of this, scrap mafia work which is going on in Delhi in the name of NGT order and Supreme Court order. It's a clear case of extortion whereby they are even picking the vehicles where the RC, the registration certificate fitness is valid. For next 5 years, my vehicle had that kind of registration, valid registration for 5 years. It was picked up. They simply say that everybody is in our pocket. All the officials are with us. Wherever you go, you will not be heard. We went to police station also. I registered complaint there. My complaint has not been actioned. I went to DCP of police, and finally I wrote to the commissioner of police also.
They are just, first of all, they have no authority to enter any gated society. The circular, the guidelines, all the NGT orders simply says it has to be on the public place, running on the roads, or parked in the public parking. It was in a gated society, number one. Number two, it has a valid RC. It was inside my premises. They cannot enter my society, but they have cranes and all the mafia people came and simply forced us to give our vehicle to them.